We are accepting the NCAA and its institutions and this theory that has loomed forever that it's a fair exchange to give you a air quote free education and the value thereto being fair compensation for all that you provide, the revenue streams that you help create. Guilty is charged, and not only guilty, but there needs to be some get back, some payback,
Get back.
some revenge.
Add me up. I just want to calculate. I want to calculate how that goes back. So they say
Are we
90% of that money is going to go to football and basketball.
right?
Basically on the revenue that they brought in and the money they passed. I think there's people like, so the question I'm going to have is, so this thing, they're going to start paying people in 2025. The schools are allowed to pay $22 million at their discretion, which is kind of interesting how that's going to work out at their discretion or not, because that begs to, and it puts in question if there's $2.7 billion in damages, how can it be discretionary as to whether or not the schools decide that they want to pay? That's weird. But I think that there's going to a lot of changes that are come with that. So my first question is going to be, how does it, where does the bulk of the money go? Does it get weighted in the older years or the newer years? Because now there's people who've been able to get paid now, theoretically from the schools that haven't been, or from the NIL that haven't been paid. So people who played last year, will they get money? Or is it going to just go from pre-NIL or how it's going to go? So those are the kind of questions that are going to be there. The money is supposed to be coming from the NCAA, which I like that. So you're not going to put the burden on the school right away. And then the NCAA is going to try to get money back from the schools, but then they can spend the time and the years that's going to take to recoup and figure out and cut deals and see who should pay what and who should pay more, blah, 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 blah. But that money will come out of the coffers of the NCAA. I think that's a great idea. How they decide how to divvy that up, as long as my son gets some money, I'm straight. I don't care the rest of it. I don't give a damn. The rest of y'all get your bread. Nah. But they got to figure out how they're going to divvy that up. But going forward, it's going to be really interesting now with the schools being able to pay. Because if they do allow schools not to pay and say you get to opt in, we're going to be in a 2-conference league in a year. You know what I mean?
Paid and non-paid.
Paid and non-paid.